Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Plus Mahmood, and today I'm going to give you my Chelsea and Arsenal combined 11. So I'm going to give you my Chelsea and Arsenal combined 11. We're going to go 4-2-3-1, and in goal I'm going to go with Leno. Leno is one of Arsenal's player of the season because he saved Arsenal on numerous occasions. His goals conceded less. The only reason we conceded a lot of goals is because of Arsenal's defence and some players messing up in the squad. He saved Arsenal on numerous occasions. Runarsson is absolutely dog shit. Europa League, conceded so many goals. So he's going in the net. At right back, we're going with Reece James. Bellerin is a liability. Defensive position. He doesn't know his defensive position. When he attacks, he barely rips in crosses. When he tries to put in a tackle, he's not the greatest. So Reece James, he attacks, whips in crosses. He knows his defensive positions. So I'm going with him. My two centre backs on the left have to be Gabriel, another of Arsenal's player of the seasons, and he's 22 years old. He's still got a lot to learn. His passing and headering is pretty decent, and that's why I'm putting him in the left. And on the right, I'm going with a 35-year-old that's played in competitive matches in the likes of Premier League. He's played in Ligue 1. He's played like Champions League. He's got so much international experience. He's got so much experience. I'm going with the experienced, world-class centre-back because he still technically is world-class in the form of Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva, there's nothing much to say about him. It says for himself, like, he gets tackles, interceptions. Yes, he's on the decline because of his age, but he's still pretty decent, and he's partnering Gabriel. At left back, Ben Chilwell. Tierney's good, but Tierney hasn't been the greatest. This season, whilst Chilwell, 18/19, he's been good. 19/20, not the greatest, but still consistent. 20/21. This season for Chelsea, he signed for £45 million, and he's done amazing. He's got a couple goals, couple assists. Defensively, he's great. Attacking, he whips in the crosses and helps the team out. That's why I'm going with him, because he's been consistent this season. My three-man midfield, or should I say two CDMs, I'm going with Kante. Chelsea spent £30 million on Kante. What a bargain it's turned out to be. He had like 5 interceptions and tackles throughout his career as a Chelsea CDM. And yes, he's gone down to 3.5 interceptions, but he's still consistent. He gets tackles and he's one of the world's best CDM. And next to him, I'm partnering with another of Arsenal's player of the season, Thomas Partey. Injuries have halted him, but other than that, he's been one of the best for Arsenal. Arsenal's best midfielder by far. He's almost like a box-to-box midfielder. He's a CDM which gets assist, and he's a box-to-box midfielder. He defends and assists, and he puts in tackle. He dribbles. He's really good. And then in camp, I'm going with Kai Havertz. He creates, gets goals. At Leverkusen, he created a lot, and he got lots of goals and assists, put in a shift defensively as well. In Chelsea, it's taken him time to warm up to that, but he will get there. He's young, he's got a decade left, so it will get there. On the right, Pepe's not been the greatest for Arsenal. I'm going with Pulisic because he has played right wing at his Dortmund career, where he got lots of goals and assists as an 18 and 19-year-old. And at Chelsea, it's taken him 2-3 months to warm up last season, but then he warmed up, and then he just made grown men his own toys. Like, his pace and his dribbling combined made it hard for people to defend against him, and he showed that. He got lots of goals, assists, and whipped in the cross. On the left, I'm going to go with Aubameyang. Reason being, Aubameyang, this season hasn't been the greatest, but throughout his Arsenal career, he's got lots of goals, and he's got them from the left wing. He's played left wing for Arsenal and got lots of goals for Arsenal from the left wing. So I'm placing him on the left because of his career. Even at Dortmund, at striker, he was really good. And then at Arsenal, he had to adapt. He had to adapt as the left winger, so we can accommodate Lacazette. And he scored lots of goals and done well. And at my striker, I could go Lacazette, but I'm going with Timo Werner. Because Timo Werner, he's 24 years old. He's at the start of his prime, but he's taken long to adjust to the Premier League. But I believe that because he's only at the start of his prime, 24 years old, he just needs this year to get used to the Prem. But I believe he will become good in the Premier League. He will be that player that we expect him to be. Because we've seen at Leipzig, it took him a couple months when he joined Leipzig to warm up to things, but he warmed up to things really nicely. Yes, the league is different, but they're still both competitive leagues. It will take him time to get warm up to the Prem, but I believe he'll get lots of goals for Chelsea. And right now, if you compare Lacazette and Werner, Werner's doing slightly better. So I'm going with Werner. And that's my combined 11 of Arsenal and Chelsea. You can tell me what yours is in the comments below, but I'll run through the team again. I believe this is the combined 11 in my opinion. Leno in goal, the back four of Reece James, Thiago Silva, Gabriel, and Chilwell, with my two CDMs of Kante and Partey, with Havertz playing ahead of them in the cam role, with Werner at striker, left wing Aubameyang, and right wing Pulisic. Yes, Aubameyang's not having the great of seasons, but he can pick up things. Werner and Havertz, they just need time to adjust to the Prem, and they will become good. And they're young anyway. They're coming to their start of their prime years anyway. So they've got so many years to come. Other than that, that's my starting 11. If you're new around here, subscribe, and peace.